Yo, guys, what's up? I got the plays for you guys for this NBA game on Thursday. We obviously only have one game, but we're going to try to make the most of it. I got three plays for you guys that we're going to get into in 1 second. First, before we do, to recap the last 2 days, Tuesday and Wednesday on this channel were not great. Before that, obviously, as you know, we were doing fantastic in the playoffs. We've cashed a ton in the playoffs so far. So hopefully we could bounce back here and cash this three-man. So make sure to drop a like on this video, guys. It's free, takes 1 second, just really helps me out. I'd really appreciate that. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel either. I post these free pick videos for you every single day, and we just hit 25K subs. So thank you guys so much for that. It literally means the world to me. The love and support on this channel over the last year has been insane. So thank you guys so much for that. I love every single one of you guys. But we're gonna hop into the video. First, before we do, like always, I also have a VIP. It's completely free. I don't want to charge you guys. You could get an entire month for free. Everyone in the VIP, if you don't know what it is, they just get text messages of screenshots directly to their phone every single day. The other day on Monday, we just swept, went 7-0 on slips, went over 15 units in profit. These are just a couple of the plays right here. But again, they get text messages every single day, and it's completely free. It's just a ton of extra free plays for you guys. So if you want the free month of VIP, all you have to do, make sure you live in one of these white or gray states right here on this map, including even parts of Canada. If you do, that means you could download the Sleeper or the Chalkboard app. You do not have to download both apps. Just choose one or the other. They're both basically the same thing anyway. But when you download the app, it's going to ask you right away if you have a promo code. Make sure to type in code GHOST. It's the same code on both apps, but you have to make sure to type in code GHOST before you deposit, guys. You can't go back and change it afterwards. So just make sure before you deposit, you put in code GHOST. But as long as you do that, you just have to deposit at least $10. Drop a comment down below saying, hey, I used your code. That way I could find you, and then I will send you that link to the free month of VIP. But it's literally that simple. Again, just deposit at least $10 using code GHOST on either one of those apps, and then drop a comment down below. As you can see, Sleeper and Chalkboard will both give you $100 and a free score as well. So if you can get on both of these apps, I would highly recommend it. It's up to $200 for free. It's 2 free squares, and again, a free month of VIP as well. For anybody asking the question, because I get this asked 1,000 times, if you're already on both of those apps, but you want the free VIP, all you have to do, go get a friend on, go get a family member on, literally anyone you know, have them use code GHOST for you, and I will still give you the free month of VIP. I don't care. At the end of the day, I don't want to charge you guys. I want to give you as many free plays as humanly possible. So if you or someone you know uses code GHOST, you get the free month of VIP. It's a full 30 days. You'll get basically the rest of the playoffs. So would highly recommend it. Again, all the links are down below for that in the description and comments of this video. But let's hop into the plays. So like I said, 3 plays today with Minnesota, Golden State. With Curry out of this game, it's going to be a little weird to choose anyone on the Warriors side of the ball. So I don't really like any of the player props over there until we see at least one game without Curry. So we're going to start over on the Timberwolves side of the ball. The first play we're going to be going to is Anthony Edwards over 27.5 points. This is fully based off of situation. If you did not watch the last game or the first game of the series here, he had 23 points. It looks like he got, pretty close, but it wasn't a horrible game. If you watched that game, he played horribly. The first half, he only had 1 point, and he got it with like a minute left in the half because he got, a lucky foul basically. But he was super close to going into halftime with 0 points. So really, really bad right there. And as you can see, he still ended the game with 23 points and still got super close to that line. Normally, his line throughout the rest of the series after this next game is going to be at around 28.5 or 29. So because he had a bad game last game, they drop it down to 27.5, which is huge for us. But this is such a big situation. Obviously, they lost the first game, so he has to win this game. Curry's out. It's a home game. But the best part about this play, everybody in the media has been calling him out for playing bad in that first game. Every single ESPN, analyst, anything like that, everybody on Twitter, all that, obviously. But then the most important part, his own coach in the post-game interview, when they asked him why they lost, he said it was because of Anthony Edwards. He has to play better. He has to be more aggressive. I think he's going to be insanely aggressive this game. Would not shock me if he ends the first quarter with like 12 or 13 points. He's going to take an absurd amount of shot attempts. He's going to play all 48 minutes. If he has to do that, he will, but he should go over 27.5 points. He's going to be super aggressive. He has to. His own coach, his own team, everyone in the world is calling out Anthony Edwards to play good in this game specifically, and I expect that he will do that. So 27.5 points, we're taking the over right there for Anthony Edwards. Then we're going to be going over to Naz Reid. So if you know anything about the series coming into it, everyone was talking about how small Golden State is and how big Minnesota is. So people thought Rudy Gobert was going to get a ton of minutes. I was one of those people as well. I thought he was going to get a ton of rebounds, a ton of easy putback layups, dunks, stuff like that. However, in that first game, we saw that the Warriors played really small ball, which obviously they always do. You got Draymond running the 5. You got Jimmy Butler guarding, like Julius Randle. Jimmy Butler's playing the 4. So Rudy Gobert can't keep up with that. The Warriors were hitting too many threes. They're getting out in transition. Rudy Gobert can't really play. He only played 20 minutes in game 1, and Naz Reid had to step in and play for him. And he ended up getting 33 minutes in that game 1. So I expect him to go back to Naz Reid here. When they started to come back towards the end of the game, it was mostly Naz Reid. He had a very, very good game. In his PRA, he had 25 right here, so he played very good. But again, I expect him to get over 30 minutes again in this game. We just saw last game, he scored 19 points. He could even go out in this game and only score 14 or 15 points and easily get, 6 or 7 rebounds, especially if he's playing as many minutes as I think that he will. He should get a ton of rebounds, and then, a couple assists here or there, maybe 2 assists would be huge for us. But his PRA at 19.5, I really like that. It's been a good line all year. We've hit it a couple times already. But going against Warriors in this game too, I expect the Timberwolves to play better, and I expect Naz Reid to play a lot more minutes, or at least the same minutes he did last game, which was already a huge bump for him in general. So Naz Reid over 19 PRA or 19.5 PRA, I like that a lot. And then, like I said, I don't really like anyone on the Warriors side of the ball, but obviously we have to choose somebody to lock the play in. So we're just going to be doing a goblin real quick, and we're just going to be taking Jimmy Butler. We know with Curry out, he's going to be playing a lot of minutes, and we're just going to be taking his goblin on rebounds at 4.5. So if you've been watching him in the playoffs, he's hit this the last 5 games. So basically he's hit this every single playoff game this year. If you've ever watched Jimmy Butler in any playoff game, he's averaging way over 5 rebounds. Playing Minnesota, he just had 11 rebounds in game 1. So there's really not too much I need to explain here. Jimmy Butler over 4.5 rebounds just to lock this play in so we could actually, put it in. Otherwise we wouldn't even be able to put it in because I really just don't like anyone's lines on the Warriors side of the ball. We have to watch at least one game when Curry's out for the full thing to see how Minnesota, game plans against them. But that's going to be the 3 plays I have for you guys for this game on Thursday. Again, make sure to drop a like and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Before we get out of here, guys, I know I've said it 1,000 times, and I'm going to continue to say it every single video. It is the best advice I could give. If you live in any one of these states and you're still betting on Prizepicks and not Sleeper or Chalkboard, I'm sorry, but you're just being lazy at this point. You've heard me and probably a ton of other people talk about it. Sleeper and Chalkboard, specifically for the NBA and the NBA playoffs, it's way better to bet on those apps. They pay out way more. Their lines are way better. Again, this is specifically for the NBA, so I would highly, highly recommend to have at least Sleeper or Chalkboard, if not even both. I have both. I go back and forth, compare, lines and payouts every single day to make sure that I'm getting paid out as much as I possibly can. I highly recommend all of you guys do that as well. And then if you're hopping on for the first time, fantastic. Again, you get up to $200 for free and 2 free plays. And again, if you want the free month of VIP, you can get that. If not, whatever, doesn't matter. Just make sure if you use code GHOST and you want the free month of VIP, drop a comment down below. But if you don't, just go take your money, take your free plays, and be on a better app. But other than that, again, all those links are down below in the description and comments. These are the 3 plays I have for you for this game on Thursday. Good luck with our bets, and I'll catch you in the next video.